Canadian folklore and ghost stories as retold by author Becca Ferguson. Narrated by Robbie Ferguson. Taking place in 1967, this is the UFO of Falcon Lake, Manitoba. On the May-long weekend of 1967, an amateur geologist named Stefan Michalak journeyed into the wilderness of Falcon Lake, Manitoba in search of quartz and silver in an outcropping he'd scoped out the year before. Tools in hand, he was near a veiny section of Precambrian shield rock when a flock of geese spooked him with their harsh honking. Looking up, his heart jumped in his throat at the sight of two glowing, hovering discs about 45 meters above. One landed on a flat section of granite, and the other flew away. After calmly observing it from a distance for a while, believing it to be a secret military craft, Stefan decided to approach. The scent of rotten eggs filled the warm air around him, and a whirring, hissing noise grew louder. In the side of the seamless metal saucer was an opening. He thought he heard muffled voices, but when he called out to offer his assistance, they fell silent. Stefan crept closer and tried to peer inside, but the lights were so blinding he had to pull down the welding goggles resting on his head. Without warning, 3 panels slid shut across the opening. He reached out to touch the metallic casing, and the tips of his gloves disintegrated, nearly burning his fingertips as well. The saucer began to move, and exhaust from a grid-like vent blew into his chest, setting his clothes ablaze. As he was tearing his shirt from his body, the craft flew away. Stefan ran from the forest, disoriented and vomiting, but managed to make his way back home. His burns were treated in hospital and later formed a distinct grid pattern on his torso. For many weeks afterward, he was sick with an unknown illness, and little pieces of metal collected from the cracks in the rocks where the incident took place were tested by the authorities and found to be radioactive. To this very day, the circular landing site remains bereft of moss, even though it grows abundantly in the outcropping all around. This has been the UFO of Falcon Lake, Manitoba, part of Becca Ferguson's Canadian Folklore and Ghost Stories series. Catch the complete and ever-growing series on Wattpad or directly on the author's website, beccaferguson.com. Like, comment, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next tale.